a man, I give you no break. Not even your eyes, you're not giving no breaks. Hey, hey, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I always like to leave the citizens with the feeling that they're not bothering us and that they can call us, because what I tend to find is that the smallest problem that law enforcement may see is not a small problem to the individual citizen. Or echo. You better pull up.
No covering.
Get your hands on the steering wheel. Get your hands on the steering wheel.
We're on the steering wheel. You got a problem with that?
Just keep your hands where I can see them. When I got an extremely DK hostile male subject inside the vehicle and need to get out. Keep your hands where I can see him.
Lincoln 91 Echo north of.
Just keep your hands where I can see him.
Oh, like that never was before. Like that never was before. Yeah, shoot me, bitch.
Throw the... Thank you.
What else do you want?
I want you to keep your hands where I can see him.
Just move.
It's fine. 91, I'm on Echo north of McKinley.
There's no 2 units responding. She's on Hill north of McKinley.
Keep your hands where I can see him.
2 units responding.
Keep your hands where I can see him. Put your hands back on the steering wheel where I can see him. Put your hands where I can see him. Keep your hands where I can see him.
You know what? Get out of my face.
Lincoln 91 Echo north of.
Just keep your hands where I can see him. Keep a seat in your car. Just stay in your car.
You want to arrest my ass or what? I'm done.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
You can kiss me.
Behind your back. Hands behind your back.
You bitch. Oh, yeah, you're really doing something now. No.
Come on back.
Come on, badass.
Do you have any knives, guns, or hand grenades on you?
I got all kinds. I got all kinds. The rest of your...
Have a seat. I got the subject in custody. Have the units reduced to code 2.
10-4, present to all units. She's requesting response code 2. Code 4.
Put your hands where I can see them. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Lincoln 41 copy from McKinley and Peter.
Come on out. Come on out.
Shoot me.
Look him up. Thank you. Thanks for coming, guys. This guy over here just drunk driver. He's hostile. I don't know. He might have something in the car. I don't know why. We were driving. He blows the red right in front of me, and he's just extremely intoxicated.
Do you have him, or what do you need?
I've got him. Actually, I got my units here now. I'm pretty code 4.
Okay?
Yeah. We canceled. You get the... Yeah, we never... All right, thanks.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Man?
Like I said, we can do this 2 ways, easy way or hard way, okay? You understand? I just want to know how you want to do it so I can get excited about it.
Fresno. Do whatever you want to do,
28. Okay, let's go back to my car.
43, 10, 20, 24, Lincoln 91.
3 out of Boyd, 447.
91. Parole officer, Worley, 36.
Contacting the driver, we found an extremely hostile individual, and after we finally got him into custody, found out the subject was on parole, and so we're gonna add the parole violation, and he'll be off to the Fresno County Jail.
Garcia, right? Hey,
Come on, Billy. Go on around.
Where's money? Money at home's on.
Right here.
Money's
Have a
at.
seat on this bench. Scoot down, partners.
guys, make room.
Yeah, get to my side of the story. I was driving down the road, and these pulled me over for no reason is what happened.
Feet there, you
Officer, what was their name?
Who?
The one who arrested me.
I don't know. I don't need to know what it was.
No, I want to know what her name was. Deputy, I don't know.
Another one.
Another one?
There you go.
All right.
Right over there.
Thanks, guys.
Right over there.
I appreciate that. All right. You guys make me feel real good. Hey, guys, what's up?
Westbound McKinley. Westbound McKinley. Here's your sister identified.
Vehicle in the Mayfair District, 6 in Walden. Vehicle just blew a tire, so he's probably going to have leg bail.
55 is a lost plate.
He was,
We're westbound. Stand by for location.
he's in what we call the Mayfair area. The streets really turn and twist, so it's easy to get turned around.
No traffic. 40 miles an hour. Mayfair drive south and normal. Southbound. 8 of sight. North 55, Lincoln 87. Southbound.
Originally, we were responding to a system because there was a pursuit, blown tire, then the subject leg bailed with he was armed with a knife, and they subsequently caught him. We're still going to continue on because policy in our office is that a supervisor has to respond whenever there is a pursuit, and then thus document it to make sure that it was within law policy and proper technique for training purposes. So that's why we're going to come here and see what's going on.
Maybe a regular too.
Only the nice guys in our community run around with syringes, knives, and handguns.
Police scanner. Yeah, it's picking up the channel we're on right now.
You're at 153?
Yeah, the suspect apparently had a police scanner in his vehicle along with a .38 revolver and some type of narcotics. Flipping through the channels right now, we can hear some of the radio traffic that we're on in the area, and also Fresno PD's on.
The suspect had a weapon on him, a knife. Fought the officer before going to the ground. Of course, there's a lot of Gold Star units, so he was outnumbered. You see, we found weapons and narcotics in the car. He's right around the corner. Apparently, also got this guy hit probably about 5 or 6 cars during the pursuit, so we got to investigate that. All these units that you see are all Gold Star units. When the officer calls for help, they just fill in.
What? You feel it's really now, you're going to do an extra.
Roy's got blonde hair and you don't, so quit lying. Let's go. All right, fingerprints tell the truth, man.
Can I get to the age of the victim?
Fingerprints tell the truth. No, I don't think we need an ambulance. I think we need your fingerprints.
To the hospital getting checked. I want to make sure.
Was it injured prior to you getting in the crash or right now?
No, well, they're doing them. Calgary, I'd like his report.
Where do you live?
No place. Okay.
I came in, pinched his car off.
Did you hit his car?
No, was rolled to a stop, pinched his car off. He tried to scramble back. He was coming like at the hood, turned and ran away from me across the front.
Guy ran from the wrong guy again. You can't run around when you got 90 Gold Star units out. It's hard to get away.
He's lucky that guy jumped out and didn't pull that gun on him, though.
What kind was it?
I don't know. It's a revolver up on the top. Lots of dope, big knife. I guess we come out the winners again. Keith could have got hurt on this.
Yep.
33 for 2Q95, occupied 10851, number 9 at Tyler. Units recovering.
Right here.
Code 33 for Lincoln 83, McCall, north of Belmont.
Negative. Negative, we're clear. Inyo and Maple, we have a vehicle accident. We're attempting to stop the suspect vehicle.
Lincoln 746, Edward. Hey, Lakeville! There you go.
Right here, right now. All right, back over here. All right. On the wall. On the wall. Okay, you been drinking? Huh? Huh? How much have you had to drink? Huh?
2 beers.
You've had 2 beers?
Yeah. Put your hands behind your head.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Stand up.
We have suspects in custody. We have 1 victim, but I believe there was 2 or 3 cars involved in the event. CHP's up around that area. We advise them, maybe others.
I should have Inyo and Maple. Was this related to another call?
We cleared the search out at Belmont and McCall, and we observed a vehicle accident.
You don't have to have a C-spine on you, do you? No, I sure don't.
She speaks Spanish, okay. And she's complaining of neck injury.
41837.
Ok, no te mueves, ok. Ya llevamos a la ambulancia. No mueves tu cabeza, ok. ¿Está bien? Okay.
The vehicle that we were following obviously was committing some traffic violations. He appears to be under the influence, and he made a lane change and hit this lady in the rear. Did damage to his car, damage to her car, and she's complaining of injuries of the neck. So we're calling for an ambulance for her, and they'll try to keep her neck immobilized until they can get here.
He sounds so convincing. Telling everybody she didn't have lights on, he didn't do nothing wrong. He just doesn't know he did it in front of us.
Well, Fresno County is the 3rd largest county in California. It's 6,006 square miles, going everything from the coastal mountain range up to the Sierra National Forest. And it's not uncommon working in some of these larger areas where a deputy may patrol several hundred square miles. I've been dispatched on calls where it's taken me well over an hour to get where I was being sent to. We got a report of a subject hanging in a vineyard out in the country just out of Kerman. Apparently the subject's hands and feet are tied and he's been gagged. Looks like it's going to be a possible homicide. We've got about 3 or 4 units en route right now. We have a lot of, due to the country that we have a lot of homicides where the bodies are either dumped out in the vineyards or in the orchards, or they're hung or shot or killed out here. It's quite common. I'd say most of the homicides that we investigate in the Sheriff's Department are usually found in rural areas and desolate areas versus the types of murders that you would see in the city.
Next to him.
3 Paul, 31, 415, 537 north.
Hey, Bill?
537
this area here?
Crosses I. RP, Teresa.
Roll down your window to the back.
Her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. Cerca de aquí. Cerca de aquí. ¿A dónde? ¿Con los árboles?
Oh, Hanks.
¿Cerca del árboles?
Okay. Yeah, you said it's over there near the trees.
Over here, Dad?
Yeah.
Want to take that road?
Yeah, well, we're here for right now, but I do have some tape if we need it. And we can set it up. Just for information on homicides like this, because it is in the county and it is in a rural area, believe it or not, there is usually a lot of physical evidence. And as you can see right here, this is where it starts. Because we all have roadways that are dirt, you probably have shoe tracks or footprints near where the body was, so you can usually tell how many people were there. If you can find the shoe tracks next to the tire tracks, you can tell who was the driver, who was the passenger. If you can find drag marks, you can tell who dragged the body from the car to the scene. So, believe it or not, investigations out here in the county, physical evidence is more abundant than you would have in the city. Mainly because these fields have been plowed up recently through the grape picking. You can see how dusty it is. The other side of the coin, though, if you look how good and clear the shoe track it makes out here. So, you know, we have a trade-off. It's very dusty and dirty, but on the other side of the coin, if the tracks are fresh, you're going to be able to get some very, very good shoe tracks. And in this county, especially Fresno County, we make cases on shoe tracks and tire tracks, unlike big cities, which they don't have this availability for that type of evidence. And I've probably made more cases on shoe tracks in the last 22 years than I have on fingerprints. Any indication of vehicle or something?
Nothing at this point. We have very little physical evidence. We do have some stuff around the body, some identification we just left on the ground.
Good. How many times have we been out in these fields, huh?
It's unbelievable. And the problem, you know, with this, as apart from the city killings, is that when you get these kind of deals out here, there's usually no witnesses to it, you know, unlike the downtown city street where a lot of people see what happened and usually get you going. So at this point, until we get them identified, we're going to have to probably roll the prints and see what can come up with Cal ID.
Sort of dressed like a field worker, doesn't...
Yeah, of course, at this point, the face is covered, so we don't know at this point, but he does appear to be a Hispanic male. So anyways, let me show you on this side over here. Belt appears to be around the legs down here.
Oh, I see that.
And he's kind of in the semi-reclined position. Hands are behind him. And then you probably can't see from this side real well, but there's a stake that goes down between his arms, and he's been tied with
no kidding.
Black shoestring around the neck and the arms.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't had a homicide out here for probably the last month.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're tail end of summer right now, so you know, we've been lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no questions about that.
We won't know at this point until the coroner gets out here, and we obviously will not cut the bindings, but we'll come out here and probably pull the whole stake out and then roll them.
Yeah, you know the way they tie their knots too. You remember we had that one case a few years ago, just by the way the guy tied his knots. It was that sailor that had committed that murder.
Right.
Remember that?
Right.
Everything's evidence. A case like this, I've been out to several of them. I guess the biggest evidence that you're going to find is the way it was actually committed. You know, the indications that he was tied up, and most likely it was more than one person, maybe 2 or 3 people involved in tying him up. If it was in fact an execution type murder, it's some sort of revenge, either a drug deal that went bad or some sort of revenge somewhere along the lines. The fact that his ID, or appears to be his identification, was thrown near the body, they wanted people to know who he is. So they're basically putting a signature on the crime scene. And as far as solvability for our homicide detectives, that's the type of things that they need to have.
132 in Bush, I've got him at gunpoint. Okay, gunpoint, 132 in Bush, covers code 3. Being sent.
Data 2514 can transmit on tag 2.
Okay, we'll still send it code 3.